Hey there folks, I am the Mighty Plantain. Thanks for checking out this video. I gotta tell you, every now and then I'm walking through the beer store and I'm checking out the singles, the leftover singles from multiple 4-packs that have been broken up. I see something that either the artwork on the label or the name catches my eye, and this is both in one, basically. From Battery Steele Brewing. I saw the name at first, called Looking for Owls, and then I saw this little dude, a cracked out version of Owl from Winnie the Pooh, with a cookie in his hand, hanging out in the 100-acre wood. I'm like, you know what? That's interesting. Let's grab it. I mean, this guy's probably going to show up in the sequel to Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. He's a cracked out looking version of Owl. Blue. I don't think Owl was blue. I think he was the regular tan, but holding the cookies. He looks like Owl fucked Cookie Monster, I guess. And it's an Imperial Cookie Stout. So, brewed with cookies, chocolate, speckled axe coffee, coconut, brown sugar, and lactose. I mean, it starts out with this visually impressive and cool name, and it just keeps sounding better and better. I know Battery Steele's got some really good brews, and they're in Portland. 8.4% ABV. They're on one of the ones on Industrial Way, by the way. Nothing else other than the government warning. Industrial Way, great place to go for beers in Portland, Maine. Basically, you've got the not necessarily Industrial Way at first, but you've got Allagash Brewing, which is one of our bigger breweries, and it's right wherever the fuck it is. And if you walk across the street, literally cross a parking lot in a street, you'll find not Division, Definitive, and it was a D. Sorry, it's not my first beer of the evening. Definitive Brewing, which they're newer, but they are getting big pretty fast, and they've got a big catalog, a lot of good beers. And then when you're done at Definitive, you can walk across another parking lot and one more street, and there's this industrial complex with like half a dozen fucking breweries, and I think at least one distillery last I checked. That was a few years ago, though, so it might be done. In that area, all these big roll-up doors and Battery Steele's there, Austin Street, some others. Those are the two that I remember. At least I'm reasonably certain I'm thinking of the same place. But anyway. Battery Steele. Oh, that is dark. And effervescent. I can smell like some coffee bitterness, maybe a hint of char, brewed with cookies, chocolate, speckled axe coffee, coconut, brown sugar, and lactose. Damn. There's a lot of stuff in here. It's very effervescent. Ooh, dark beer. Lots of bubbles coming up from there. I don't know if you can see this in the camera view, but that LED light is making me see, let me see a lot of the bubbles coming up through the sides here. Pretty decent head on it, without putting too much effort into that. Very dark. Why do I stout? I keep forgetting style. Because there's so many other things in here that are impressive. It's a very foamy stout, like a sea foamy stout, because it's got big bubbles, and it's... Anyway. Maybe that makes sense to you. It's got like this, just an overall bitterness in the aroma, but there's something underneath that I can't quite put my finger on, but it is very familiar. Like an almost dank bitterness. It's weird. Nothing sweet at all. You would think sweetness would come through in the aroma given some of the ingredients listed there, but nothing sweet about it. Just a dank bitterness. It's got a nice medium mouthfeel. It's not as heavy as you would think. There's a distinct sweetness. I'm getting brown sugar. And I don't know if anybody remembers when McDonald's used to have their McDonald Land cookies. They were very similar to Barnum's animal crackers. They're McDonald Land cookies, but they would sell the little box of chocolate chip cookies. I'm getting a distinct flavor of that. Now, thinking back, I'm thinking those cookies are very similar to Famous Amos's chocolate chip cookies. And by the way, if you don't know Famous Amos's, go ahead and get yourself a bag of those motherfuckers. They're delicious. But reading cookies on the label and tasting this, I'm getting a distinct impression of the same, not texture-wise, obviously, but the same crumbly sweetness of a Famous Amos cookie. Now, maybe this is just me, but my brain associates the crumbly, like almost granular sugar content of the Famous Amos cookies, because they are crumbly and granular, but sweet and delicious and so good. But that same texture is fixed in my brain with the flavor of the Famous Amos cookies, and they slightly touch upon those old McDonald's chocolate chip cookies that I'm talking about. I'm getting the impression of that in this beer, and whatever, call me crazy, but 8.5% ABV, wouldn't be able to tell at all. Now there are hints of coconut, hints of coffee. That bitterness that I'm getting in the aroma is just coming through in the finish of the beer. It's fucking amazing, frankly. I mean, speckled eggs, coffee, coconut, and brown sugar. The brown sugar, maybe that's the secret. Maybe the brown sugar is that specific type of sweetness that's found in Famous Amos. I don't know. I never checked the ingredients list on them. That is making me think of that granular, crunchy, sweet cookie. But I definitely am tasting everything that I'm supposed to in this. I'm tasting chocolate chip cookie. They say cookies and chocolate. That's fucking chocolate chip cookies. Come on. I'm getting a distinct coffee in the kind of in the finish, but it's 8.5% ABV and is going to disappear in a very quick fashion. And I'm getting, again, slight hints of the coffee, slight hints of the coconut, primarily that chocolate chip and the cookie and the brown sugar. It's just, okay, I'm talking in circles at this point, but I'm actually blown away by this beer. I gotta hit it with a 5 out of 5. I am so glad that I randomly picked this up based on the name and the picture, and it's killing it. It's fucking amazing. 5 out of 5. And I hope that this is available all the time. I don't know. I need to find out now, because I need to get more. When this one's gone, I'm gonna fucking miss it. Anyway, that's what I've got to say about looking for owls. Looking for owls from Battery Steel Brewing. Full on 5 out of 5. Hit me up down below in the comments, the email link. Love to hear what you have to say about looking for owls if you've had a chance to try it. Whether you agree or disagree, let's talk about it. Hit me up. While you're down there, don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, click on that little bell icon up there to get notifications every time I post a new one. If you want the beer reviews, I do some other shit too, but primarily beers. If you like other shit, then click on the notification icon and customize your notifications so you only get notifications when I post to a playlist that you like. Yeah. Till next time, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.